It's like beauty queenish.
I said what?
Beauty queenish.
Oh, shut up. Okay, so, right, today we're doing a She Said.
Yes.
And basically, we're getting a bit topical.
Yes.
And so we're diverting away from fashion as our only kind of outlet or our only kind of focus. Because we have opinions and, yeah.
Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
So, today we're discussing slut walks.
Slut walk.
There was one in the UK a few years ago.
Oh.
So it's not a new concept.
Okay.
But this weekend, many of you might be familiar with a woman called Amber Rose. She organised a slut walk. And I wasn't really sure what the reason or purpose was, or what the purpose of this walk was about, till I looked into it. So basically, the Slut Walk is an initiative and it's almost a sort of stand that these women are making that asserts that women should be able to be sexual and have as many sexual partners as they want to have without critique or criticism. Yeah. I think one of the things
that's what they were trying to say with the slut walk.
Basically, they're just saying, well, stop shaming women that are
promiscuous.
And also are sexual in their behaviour or in their outlet generally in life. And I definitely understand why she's done it. I mean, I tried my best to be kind of thoughtful about the perspectives in place or in play here. Here you have a woman who is known for her body, her looks. I think she's very striking. I remember it's not that long ago she came on the scene, and when I see her on social media, or the capacity that we had social media before, I thought she was really a striking, beautiful woman. I still think she is. But for me, of my knowledge of her, it's kind of primarily that's what she's known for. So I don't know of her more than being Kanye West's ex-girlfriend, Wiz Khalifa,
yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. Wiz Khalifa's ex-wife, and an all-out person who projects her sexuality in the media. I don't know her for anything other than those things.
For me, I have an issue with young kids being over-sexualized when they're kids. I have an issue with that. I don't particularly like that. I feel like it's all good and well doing a slut walk, but sometimes I feel like you need to put perimeters around what your issues are and how it doesn't or shouldn't apply to everyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like you should be able to do what you want because it's you.
Yeah.
And that's your business.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you have to be careful of how you represent women. You don't want a woman to be treated the way you're treated and she doesn't particularly portray your beliefs or your behaviour. And sometimes men can be simple and they do tend to group women in one category when they could be completely different.
Yeah.
Now, Amber Rose's history, I don't know it very well. I know what she shows me. I see her body a lot. She's a great one.
Great body.
But I feel like if there's going to be a balance, because for me, I feel like someone like Beyonce has become very quite sexualized.
Over the years, I think she's becoming
But I feel like
sexualized.
there's barriers because she's still a mum. You don't see her with multiple men. She doesn't really talk about her sexual endeavours unless it's for like her album. And that's with her husband. So it's kind of just like, and I think the most important thing is you know her because she can sing, she can dance, she is a powerhouse.
You know her.
So even though she is quite sexualized.
Yeah.
That's not the forefront. Like that's not how she came out. You know that there's many other avenues.
She's multifaceted.
Yeah. So you see everything.
Yeah.
She's not just sex.
And when people see just sex, they tend to judge you
and treat you like you're just sex.
And it's unfortunate, but that's just the world we're living in. And because how you portray yourself or the way that you want people to see you is how people are going to see you.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Because you can, as much as like she can go on and be like clean cut image turned to Taylor Swift, she's always gonna have people are always gonna see her.
No, you're misunderstanding me. What I'm saying is that the way you portray yourself generally in life is how people are gonna take you.
Yeah, but you make mistakes, you grow.
And I definitely understand that. And I think what my irritation with celebrity is that they want to do whatever they want and have no accountability. And no, it's not okay for anyone to get on her social media platforms and criticize her for twerking or showing her bum on the camera or whatever the case is. Look, if you don't like it, just go away from it. Just go back to how you found the picture. Like, you don't need to, you don't want to look at it, don't look at it. And if you don't like it, keep it moving. I see a lot of things on social media I don't like. I don't comment because
it's not my business.
It's not my business. If that's the life you want to live, is that how you want to portray yourself, then by all means, okay. I prefer you wouldn't. I don't think it makes you look decent. I don't think that it's something that you will appreciate or value later on in life. But again, that's your decision. But I think sometimes, I think in this particular case with this woman, she's kind of created herself into being a kind of a one-trick pony. And she's getting backlash for that. Is that backlash fair? No, not at all. But you have to understand and be aware of the world we're living in. There are going to be people that look at her and disapprove and not like or understand the choices that she makes. And that's just the world we live in.
I hope it's deeper than that. Because it's also the whole, I should be able to walk down my road without getting grabbed. I should be able to wear what I want without being raped.
Okay.
So I think there was levels to it.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe they didn't concentrate on the things that probably mattered a bit more than others.
Yeah.
Because someone could be sexualized but not have sexual partners.
Definitely,
there's a difference.
Definitely.
So I feel like a conversation definitely needs to be opened up about just the whole general term. I feel like women love to call women out for things that they don't even know about. I feel like just because you see a woman look a certain way doesn't necessarily mean she's a slut.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You may feel like she doesn't necessarily portray herself in a respectable way. That's your opinion.
But a slut, she does.
But sometimes
I
do think there should be levels, because I feel like because women disrespect women, men get even more braver to disrespect women. And even I'm not gonna say because women disrespect women, men disrespect women. Men are always gonna disrespect women because they're disrespectful. So that's why it irks me when I see a guy argue with a female. I'm just like,
why are you arguing?
You're a man.
Why
are you doing that? Like, you don't have things to do.
Yeah.
You don't have money to make. You don't have bills to pay.
Hey, you know.
Go do something.
The doorbell's rang. You got to answer it.
I'll be right back.
You guys want me to be the ugly?
Just jump in and say,
shut up, John. This one's getting married. This one's on her way. I'm doing makeups. I'm now coming in, Christian girl. Be like, guys, sorry, I don't wear makeup. I'm just natural. No.
Please. Come on.
Hey, we got my edges on fleek.
Just wait.
That's so shady.
Just wait.
Oh my gosh, she's too funny.
Guys are rude. Where's mum?
Marry this
Church. Oh yes, come in and say hello.
Just pop your head in and say.
Hi guys. Who it is.
Ow.
Hi guys.
Ow. She's here.
And it feels so good.
Guys, we're actually always together.
I know.
I think they're just pretending for you guys. But hey, it's good to see you guys all on video. I'm gonna leave the light skin ones to it. See you guys later. Okay, bye.
You're so stupid. I think as long as the sun is going to rise and the sun is going to set, there are going to be people that do not understand why women would choose to sexualize herself or to have many sexual partners. There are going to be people that don't understand it, don't respect it, and they're going to make negative comments about it. Are they right? No, but I think. And you just have to guard yourself. If you know this is the world you're living in and you want to live that kind of life being a sexual person, or you want to have many sexual partners, I think discretion is the key. Because personally, I don't want to know how many partners you have had or want to have. It's not my business. And to be frank, it's nobody's business. So if you want to live that kind of life, then just be discreet about it. And then that way you can have the best of both worlds. You can do what you want. and you don't have to have people's prying eyes and comments.
If you're gonna say something that can actually help. You cussing a woman out and calling her out of her name doesn't solve anything. A lot of women are not afforded the opportunity to have certain upbringings, certain moral sets. Not everyone is afforded that. So people are gonna just be different, and different is okay. I feel like when it comes to people's the way they want to do things, you may not like it, but the good thing about having your own will is you don't have to do it. And I feel like we need to remember that. And I feel like just because you see someone doing something, what you're gonna say is not positive, or you're not gonna try and help in some way, then don't do it. A lot of people want to be nasty, and that's why you hear the sluts, the thoughts, all of that. And I feel like that's a character issue rather than people being sluts. I think you need to work on your character. So someone could be a slut for a number of reasons, and we would never know why. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of issues that occur with women nowadays that we would never know about.
There are women that just want to be that way, and that's their choice.
You may not agree.
You might not agree, but that's their choice.
If you don't agree on something, this is what I realised is, when you don't agree on something, don't put your mouth there. Because if you're not there to help it, or kind of if you don't really want to help the person, you just want to call them out their name, you're not actually helping to any situation. You're just making it worse.
Calling them out their name, you were saying?
I feel like when you call someone a bitch, a whore, a slut, you're calling them out their name. I don't like it.
It's not their name.
It's very disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
And for me, I'm just like, people like Amber Rose, if you have a problem with it, leave her alone. Because you know why? The more attention she gets, the more known she gets. Sometimes, if you don't like something, ignore it. Because sometimes you putting negative energy onto it is actually highlighting it and making it a lot more bigger than what it should be. And I feel like, you know, like a kid having a tantrum. Don't pay a child any mind. Have your tantrum in it. Have it.
Have it.
Have it. Do you know what I mean? You will sit in that same corner with your tantrum.
Okay.
But, you know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like sometimes minding your own business can be beneficial.
Similarly though, on a personal level, I do get frustrated with women that are like what they might call as booty models, or people that just perpetuate sexuality as their main playing card, or their talent. Like their talent is their bodies or being pretty. And I get frustrated simply because I know that women are so multifaceted. We are so blessed. We have so many gifts, and I feel like your sexuality is such an easy playing card to play that it just trivializes us generally
as objects. And
men, and I think this is a conversation that men shouldn't be excluded from, because I think men have a lot to do with it. Because
they are the most confused, because they're the first one to be like, oh, she's this, she's that, but then you will date her.
This is the thing. I think I definitely think that, no, you have a point, but I think in terms of social media, I tend to think that a woman who would hold up her diploma on her graduation and smile, she'd probably get about like 570 likes, but a girl that, you know, turns her back to the camera and pokes her booty out, she will get like 40,000 likes, and most of those likes are from men. And women that follow this type of thing kind of like, or are jealous of, or envy the attention that woman's getting and follow suit. And it's
but does that make her a whore?
It doesn't make her a whore or a slut, but it does.
Maybe that's the conversation.
I think it's something. I think it comes down to character. It comes down to you knowing you have other skill sets, that you are talented, and you have a brain and you have intelligence, and if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. But you choose not to. You use your body and your sexuality as your playing card. And for me, I think that's really easy to do. To go to university and study, or to become a doctor, or to become a lawyer, or to be a businesswoman or entrepreneur, that takes character, that takes determination, that takes discipline. It takes a lot of characteristics or a lot of virtues that require something from you, that really, where you have to really dig deep. And you just being a booty model, or you just wanting to wear really sexy clothes on the internet, that's like, there has to be more to you than that. And if that's all you're showing, if that's all you're portraying, then you have to be realistic. People are not going to respect that. I know I don't, but one thing you will not find from me is me calling you a slut or any kind of word like that, because fundamentally it is your choice and it is your life, and the consequences that come with what you're doing, they are yours, they are not mine. However, in saying that, the things you do impact other women. You are not a singular atom on this planet. The things you do affect how other women are viewed and how other men view other women. It's like porn. Men watch so much porn that when they leave their houses these days, they don't see women as valuable, as precious, as sacred anymore. You just see women. If you want to see a woman naked, it's just kind of clicks on your phone and you see it. So through that, men in their minds, whether they're aware of it or not, they devalue women, and they show that they devalue women by the way they speak to women and the way they treat women and the way they regard women. So I like to say you can do what you want, because you can, but fundamentally what you do affects other women, and that's what you need to be aware of. And that's the humanity that I'm speaking of. You can't live your life like it's just me, myself and I, because it really isn't. It really isn't, and that's what women need to be more aware of. Now I'm going to get off my soapbox right now, okay?
I feel like we should probably wrap this video up.
Yeah.
Leave your thoughts and comments below. This is an open conversation, so hopefully, you know, if you have anything to say, we can maybe do another video in response or whatever.
Yeah. I'd like, do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like men to say something about this. I'd like a guy or a couple of guys to give their take on this, because it's not a woman issue. It's not like it's just us. You men are contributing to this, whether you realise it or not. What do you have to say? So, yeah.
Well, yeah. I would just like to put a disclaimer out there, because you know, it always needs a disclaimer. We are not condoning people being sluts.
No.
Neither are we now judging those that are.
Okay.
Just put that out there. In comments about men, we are not saying those are everybody, but they are out there.
You know who you are.
Yeah. So, and in the comments about, see, I'm checking my list off. I'm good. I should have done law. In the comments about women being beauty models, we understand that there are models out there. That not just modeling beauty, but there are models out there who obviously work as a living by their bodies. Models, swimsuit models, you know, all of the above.
And
it doesn't obviously apply to you, because if that's your job, fair enough. We are just, those are thoughts just thrown out there. So let's open up the discussion, and hopefully we'll be able to continue this. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll be back.
Bye.
Peace.